Greetings all, this is Precious, the new Jamaican, and welcome to my channel. I was just thinking about some of the differences between Jamaica and the US and wanted to share my thoughts. These are just things that I've noticed and found a little funny. Not funny, haha, but funny, different. And these differences are in no particular order, and they're not important at all. I just wanted to share. Here's one: Justice of the Peace. Did you know that America does indeed have justices of the peace, but it is not at all the same as what Jamaica has? Here's a quick definition of a justice of the peace in Jamaica. A justice of the peace, according to the Ministry of Justice, is a person of unquestionable integrity who seeks to promote and protect the rights of the individual and helps to provide justice to persons in a particular community. A JP explains and signs legal documents, sits on licensing panels, and gives counsel and advice. Additionally, a JP serves as a justice in petty court sessions, attends juvenile court sessions, issues summonses, and considers applications for bail. Any Jamaican citizen who can speak and write English is eligible to become a JP and are chosen at the Governor General's discretion. While in the States, it's quite different. So different that there are only 13 states in the Union who actively have JPs, and they are Arizona, Arkansas, Connecticut, Florida, Louisiana, Maine, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New York, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Texas, and Vermont. In the states that have JPs, the duties, qualifications, and how JPs are appointed to that position differs from state to state. In the remainder of the 37 states in America, the office of the Justice of the Peace has been abolished or transferred to another court, such as the Magistrate Court, courts of limited jurisdiction, courts that perform marriages and civil unions, courts that often deal with traffic violations, landlord tenant disputes, or misdemeanors. A Justice of the Peace is also a quasi judicial official in America. In fact, among the many duties of an American JP, in some states, they also have the duties of a notary public. Speaking of a notary public, did you know in order to become a notary in America, at least in the states and the counties that I've dealt with, the basic requirements are you cannot have a criminal record. That's easy. A current notary must sign your notary application. The application must also be done through a bonded company, and that's very easy. In fact, there are many companies who handle the entire application process for you, for a fee, that is. You must have a government ID which is up to date. Your ID matches your current address. And you can pay the necessary fee. Lastly, a U.S. Notary's commission is only for about 5 years. Then you have to reapply. And that's pretty much it. And by the way, if you're ever in Jamaica and need a U.S. notary for something, you can go to the U.S. Embassy. There are U.S. notaries there. For a fee of about $50, you can have your document notarized. Now, anyone who has ever needed a notary know that price is outrageously high, but what are you going to do? Now, Jamaica is quite different. Did you know that in order to become a notary in Jamaica, you must first be an attorney? You must be an attorney who has practiced law for 10 years or more. Jamaican notaries are appointed by the Ministry of Justice, and appointments are made depending on the needs in any particular parish. I don't believe a Jamaican notary commissions expires, but don't quote me on that. I mean, practically anyone in America can become a notary, but not so in Jamaica. Heck, look at the difference between a typical US notary stamp and a Jamaican one. I wonder if Jamaica knew the requirements, or lack thereof, for U.S. notaries. Would they accept U.S. notaries on their official Jamaican documents? They do, you know. Jamaican documents like life certificates and some portions of the application for Jamaican citizenship can have a U.S. notary stamp. Jamaica also accepts a U.S. notary as certification of certain U.S. documents in certain situations. For example, certifying copies of a U.S. driver's license or passport. Speaking of certifying documents, if you've watched my TRN video, I explained that Jamaica requires a certified copy of your driver's license. Now, if you've not watched that video, go back and watch it, as well as my other videos. I give a lot of information on what you will need in the near future when you are ready to relocate. PICA, which is the Passport, Immigration, and Citizenship Agency, also asks for certified copies of my passport when I apply for citizenship. Before you ask, nope, that process is not complete yet. Well, there is no such thing as a certified copy of a driver's license or a passport. What they mean is have a copy of those documents notarized. This doesn't happen in the US, at least not that I know of. Heck, I bet the US requirements for proof of identity of foreigners are likely much more stringent. I mean, that's funny, right? Maybe it's just me. Speaking of funny, friendly funny, here's another one. No matter the company or agency I call, they always need my first and last name. Not wanted, they seem to need it. Now, normally that makes sense, but even if I'm calling on behalf of someone else or asking a general question, they want that first and last name. No matter if I call phone companies, JPS, JTA, government agencies, or banks, it's always the same thing. May I please have your first and last name? I mean, again, if I'm asking a very general question, and even if I've already gotten the answer, before I hang up, they're going to demand that first and last name. You know, demand in a nice way. I guess this is their way of not just being friendly, but another effort at being safe. They want to know who's calling, and they have your name on the record. Speaking of being safe, this is a really good one. Did you know that copy and paste does not work on Jamaica Bank websites? I mean, if you work with a lot of sites that require usernames and passwords, and your username and password differs per site, which it should, and you have a Word document or somewhere on your computer where you can copy and paste it, it won't work on a Jamaica Bank website. If you try and copy and paste your username or even that one-time security code banks often send when you signed in, that won't work either. You must type it in. Copy and paste doesn't work. Don't waste your time. But that's a good thing, right? Another safety feature all Jamaica banks seem to have is the no speakerphone rule. Yeah, you cannot put them on speakerphone. They will tell you, please take me off the speaker. You also cannot talk to someone else while talking to them. If they hear another voice, they will ask you about it. Who's that? Who are you talking to? Is someone telling you what to say? Don't go asking your spouse a question while you're talking to them on the phone. They will not trust it. Now, this is done to ensure that you're not being forced to disclose your bank information to someone else. And that's really a good thing. No American bank is concerned about copy and paste features. You're putting them on speakerphone or you're talking to someone else while you're talking to them. I have done that plenty of times. Now, aside from it being somewhat rude, it's sometimes necessary, and no American bank seems to care one way or the other. Here's another one that I just found out while watching JTV. Did you know if you plan to withdraw large sums of money from your bank that you can arrange to have a JCF officer escort you from the bank to your home or wherever? Yeah, they'll do it. Now, this was really a shock to me, and I guess we'd have to just trust that the police itself is honest. But, well, you got to trust somebody. Now, you know good and well this will never happen in the States. No U.S. police will be escorting anyone from the bank to anywhere for any reason. That ain't happening. Well, that's it. What did you think? Were you aware of any of these oddities or differences? Do you have some others that I've not mentioned in this video? Let me know in the description down below. Signing off for now. Thank you so much for spending a little part of your day with me. I trust that this video was informative, interesting, and fun, and something that you can use to your advantage in the future. Remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell so that you will know every time I upload a new video, like, comment, and share. And remember, stay conscious and stay connected. Peace.